story, the kind of character, the kind of situations that character is going through, the kind of story is being told, that is also very important. So that was my, मुझे लगा कि yeah, I should be part of the story.
In any given situation, when we have to deal with somebody else, to consider their humanity or the fact that they are also as much a feeling, walking, talking human being as we are. That would be my takeaway.
I like to work with children, and I was in my village and there were 5-6 children around me with whom I was doing a lot of work, and that kept me sane, and their energy, their enthusiasm, their faith in me kept me going.
Firstly, thank you so much for being a part of Unpaused. The stories will let us dive into ours as well as others' lifestyle during the pandemic and allows us to be more empathetic. So Geetanjali ma'am and Sharvari, thank you so much for doing this with me. A huge welcome to ETimes, and we are so happy to have you joining with us today.
Thank you, Aditi. Thank you so much.
So, I love the trailer of Unpaused. It makes you feel 1,000 emotions in the most unfiltered way. The story mirrors everyone's lifestyle during the COVID-19 pandemic. I want to know from each of you, how has the shooting experience been? Starting with Geetanjali ma'am.
It was wonderful shooting with Ayappa's team. I was telling him that even though we shot for a short film, the experience was like a feature, because so much of effort was put in. The script was so good, the characters were so well written, and the team, the production design team, the costume team, the sound, the camera, and all our actors. So we really worked hard, because like my call time used to be like 3:30, 4:15 in the morning, because we had to recreate those lockdown timings,
scenarios and situations.
So, but though I used to come home by 10:30, I was not even a bit tired, because the team was so good, and it was I really enjoyed working on the story, because we worked on each and every detail, and there's a lot of collaboration. Ayappa believes so much in collaboration. I'm so happy before every shot, to discuss with the actors, with his team. And I think that really helped me as an actor. And I like working like this. I really believe in ensemble work and inclusive work. And it was, like I said, I felt like I'm working on a feature, not on a short.
What about you, Sharvari?
I really had fun. Also very happy to be a part of a project that is associated with such a brilliant script. And then when I went on set, I realized the team was equally brilliant, and the actors that I had admired for so long. And it was just a sort of a very exciting and nerve-wracking moment for me. But I was welcomed onto the set so easily, and as Geetanjali said, it was an extremely collaborative process. It didn't feel like I was walking onto somebody else's project. It felt like we were all doing this together. Right? It was really wonderful, and I got a lot to learn.
So what was it about your character that attracted you the most? How did you prepare for it?
Me, Dr. Urmila?
Yeah.
I play Dr. Urmila, and she runs the war room that volunteers in. I think the scene that I got for the audition was just Dr. Urmila screaming directions around at the room, and sort of the general panicky situation where there has been some mix-up, and she has to handle it before it gets out of hand, because such a delicate situation. I loved that from the get-go in the script, in the little side that I got for the audition. Dr. Urmila was, on top of things and trying to be or trying to get things done in a way, and it's nerve-wracking at the same time. I thought it was really interesting to play somebody who is heading an operation but also, is really trying to keep everything together because it can fall out of hand so quickly. That's the sense I got when I first read the side that I was given. And I was immediately excited, did not know what the actual script was. But then around my second time, the audition, I got to read the script and I was like, yes, please, I would love to do this part.
So, Geetanjali ma'am, as we see in the trailer, you are somebody who's managing a war room there. Somebody is calling you and you're talking about the beds and things like that. So, what was the toughest part in exploring your character?
I'm one of the volunteers at the war room, and she's a BMC teacher.
Okay.
And the most challenging thing is, I think, people, when you do such kind of jobs, which are like in an emergency, you expect people to behave in a certain way. But at the same time, they are also going through a lot of difficulties or challenges in their own life, in their own personal life. And to portray that, that thing that we have to do your duty, and at the same time, as the character is going through her personal journey and her challenges. So that thing was little, I think, as an actor, it was challenging. And of course, I enjoyed playing that because that was the main crux of the whole film. For technically, I felt that, answering the phone calls and, just so much of activity, and also, telling the story of that character and playing that situation was quite a task. But yeah, we managed it. I think I managed it well.
So, you
will tell us better after you see the film. But
I'm really looking forward to watching it. So, with Unpaused and specifically your story, War Room, what is that one thing which you'd carry with yourself forever? Your biggest takeaway from your story?
All these stories, especially in difficult times, in hard times, when you see people's life, I feel we shouldn't be judgmental. We have to empathize more. You have to be sensitive towards people, especially who are working as frontline workers or volunteering, or also people who are going through a lot of trouble, economically, medically. And not judge people, sitting in your luxurious home, having food, served all over. Yeah. We come from a very privileged background. So at least people from privileged background should understand and should introspect their own life, that you're leading such a peaceful and healthy and luxurious life, that at least you should not judge people, if not anything else. So if you cannot contribute, at least not be not judgmental. And also, when media covers such things, people are like, nahi, hype kar rahe hain, nahi, aisa to kuch hota hi nahi hai. So I don't think, yeah. So it is very easy for me to sit here and, talk about what's happening in the world. When you go out there, you understand what is the reality, what is the difficulty, people are facing. As frontline workers, as volunteers, as people going through that kind of situation. I think these hard times, we need to understand that. And I think that's the takeaway. When I got to know about the story, when I was approached by the casting agency and I was auditioned, I auditioned twice just because of the story and just because of the character. Of course, as actors, we are greedy. We want good assignments. But at the same time, it is the story, the kind of character, the kind of situations that character is going through, the kind of story is being told. That is also very much. So that was my, I think, मुझे लगा कि I should be part of the story, because at least I'm telling the story to the world, I'm playing that part. So this is my way of understanding, and as an actor, when we go through that, not that we are going through the actual situation, but at least we have some realization, some moments where that character, that situation, get along, and that moments, we as actors, we strive for those moments, when there is some different realization. And I think as an actor, as a person, as an individual, I went through some moments like that while playing this character.
What about you, Sharvari?
Everything that Geetanjali said, and on top of that, I feel like to consider and acknowledge someone's humanity, because they are not there just their job or who they are in the world or what role they play in a given moment in the society. Ultimately,
Yeah.
you you watch the story and see that, oh, this person that I probably lost my patience with on the phone is having a very similar experience to mine in terms of life and frustration and disappointment and grief. And so and in any given situation when we have to deal with somebody else, to consider their humanity, or the fact that they are also as much of a feeling, walking, talking human being as we are. uh, that would be my takeaway. That at
Mhm.
least the script is what it explores uh, while you're doing such an important job, there is so much more going on in a certain person's life that we just don't often consider.
So, the pandemic surely took a toll on everyone. And as actors, how challenging was it for you to hold on to yourself and especially take care of your mental health?
Very tough. I will be honest. It was difficult, but again, there were certain privileges in place that I have, um, and that sort of saved me through. Family, friends, uh, food, shelter. Those are the things that saved me through. But yeah, I think I was telling them before this that the first wave was difficult for its own reasons. The second wave was much worse because I got COVID. But then
Mhm.
I now feel like I'm a little bit on the other side of it. I have learned a couple of things along the way, so I'm particularly not super scared of the third wave. I think if we have to get into a lockdown, I think I will know how to support myself and the people around me and friends, and we will do what needs to be done. Uh,
Mhm.
but I definitely feel like for me, it will be much better than the first 2 weeks.
Thank you so much for sharing this. I'm so glad you are here today. What about you, ma'am?
I think because I was in my village, so I had I was quite at peace because there's less population. People are
Mhm.
scattered, and I think you should ask my family. They must have got bored of me. Yeah, because I'm a constant performer, and people really get bored of me. Uh,
Not at all.
but
I too don't. I love watching your films and stuff, so I won't.
but actually, for me, it was like I like to work with children, and I was in my village, and there were 5 6 children around me with
Mhm.
whom I was doing a lot of work, and that kept me sane. And
Okay.
their energy, their enthusiasm, their faith in me kept me going. We used to do music riyas every day. We used to paint, draw. We used to tell stories to each other. We used to learn. I used to make them enact some stories, and we
Acha.
wrote few songs. So yeah, that was 4 hours a day I used to spend with them, and that really kept me going. Absolutely. And of course, I had to cook, which I don't like.
Mhm.
And, so I had to cook, and that was good lesson, so that I understand that
Mhm.
much effort goes into planning and cooking, and then cleaning everything after that. But
Mhm.
yes, I think I was quite privileged, so I don't have anything to complain.
So, ma'am, speaking about your craft, you are someone who has a rich canvas of indie cinema and art films. So, as an actor, how do you choose scripts? What excites you?
First of all, I like stories which are like very true and honest.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Secondly, I also it's very important for me that who is making it. People
Mm-hmm.
who really love their craft, they are interested in their craft, and they want to tell stories about people whom you actually see in your life.
Yeah.
So that is very important for me. And as I said, I like collaboration. I like ensemble work a lot. I feel I don't feel as a person individually I have that kind of capacity to carry any work on my own. So
Mm-hmm.
I need people around me. I need help. I need to understand my character, my story, or the situation. So I really believe in ensemble work, and I think I've done most of my work is ensemble.
True.
And and get that gives me energy, because as an individual, I don't think I'm a kind of a person who can, so there are some people I see, many fellow actors of mine, or I've seen people in life also, who take the whole responsibility and, they take it ahead. I'm not that sort of person. I like to be in a group, I like that exchange of energies of, like, if I'm working with Sharvari, I would like to learn from her. And it helps me because she's young, she's trained in US. So I would like to take that energy from her understanding of craft, and that exchange helps me as a person. So I like to collaborate and to work in an ensemble as as a person also, and as an artist also. So yeah, so I think that, and story and makers, and yes, of course.
So, Sharvari, coming to you, you are known for your impactful screen presence, no matter big or small. So how do you assess your craft?
I think I'm fairly, I consider myself fairly new, even though I've had training, but there is just so much to learn, like Geetanjali said. On every set that you go, with every actor that you meet, with every director that you work with, there is so much to learn about storytelling, because that's what we're here for, ultimately, to tell stories. And there are different ways of telling different stories. There are different things that we can employ to tell a story more effectively. And I feel that I am just trying to learn, and I just get very excited when a story this strong comes my way, that I get to be a part of it. And it doesn't matter big or small, it doesn't matter. And I hope that I can keep that. Like Geetanjali said, that even today she's trying to learn and collaborate with all kinds of people, which is amazing. I want to reclaim that. I want to learn that, and keep going, because storytelling is what we like. So keep telling more stories.
So thank you so much, Geetanjali ma'am and Sharvari. I had a great time chatting with you, and I really look forward to more such conversations and more such stories. So
thank you, Aditi, and you're always so like articulate, and you ask such wonderful questions. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
I think we have met twice or thrice.
Yeah. एक बार in person हुआ, then filmfare happened, and then again we are back to square one.
But you're like so precise in your questions, and you describe it so well. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much. This made my day. Thank you so much. I really look forward to more conversations with you.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Chalo. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and stay safe.
You too.
You too.
Yes.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, Aditi.